Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of Psychic Sundays Live with your host, the Queen of Ooga Booga, Psychic Sally Diane.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Welcome everybody to the final show before Christmas. As you can see, I exchanged my crown for a Santa hat. And I wanted to make a few announcements. I know you're all anxious to get going. We're anxious to get going too. We're here early. I wanted to remind everybody of the retreats coming up next year. You can access those on the Eventbrite. That's EVENTBRIGHT Eventbrite website. Just put Mystic Rendezvous in the search engine, and you will see that I have 2 retreats coming up. One in the first weekend in February and one the first weekend in March. The one in February is on Palms. The one in March is on the Tarot. And my Mystic Rendezvous retreats are a fully inclusive, all immersive experience. It starts on Saturday morning, and all you have to do is come in with a willingness to learn. And on Sunday afternoon, you will walk out able to read for family and friends. Okay, and you can find more about it, like I said, on the Eventbrite website. And speaking of websites, ours is actually up.
Yep.
The stripped down version, there's going to be more things coming up, but it is sallydiane.com. And I hope you'll all go and visit it, see what I have there. And I do believe that we do have links to the retreat websites. We also have links to my YouTube channel, and in the weeks to come we will be putting up a gallery, and I'm even going to have a merchandise store where you can get t-shirts and mugs and all sorts of stuff, including pajamas for the pajama parties on our weekend retreat. And do we have people there?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
Yep, we got people here.
It's so nice to see you.
All right,
It's wonderful to start out the week with all of our friends here in YouTube land.
Well, then, let's get started with Mary Ann, who would like a general reading. Oh, sorry, who would love a general reading.
Okay, Mary Ann. Let's see, which deck do I am going to start with the Lenormand. Okay, this is a general reading for Mary Ann. See what the rest of the year looks like. I guess next week we will be looking at 2022 predictions, but that's next week. This week we're looking at general reading for Mary Ann, and let me give it a cut and put out 5 cards for you. Well, you're dealing with some little annoyances. Well, should I say you were dealing with a few annoyances. It also shows me here in the sky that you've kind of figured out a way to put a kibosh on them. Whatever you're starting right now, whatever you're starting to work on right now, it is a key to good fortune in the future. You've just put yourself on a really good path. And diamonds are fiery, so this tells me that it's a path that you can progress on quick. Because there's fire associated with it. Fire is quick and powerful. Okay, so when I look up, okay, whatever's starting to unfold in your life, it feels like it's something that'll be unfolding for the next few weeks. So we're looking at something that's going into 2022, right into the summer of 2022. It says that don't be discouraged by any obstacles. You've got a goal in front of you. Don't be discouraged by any obstacles, because as you see the sun coming out behind this little mountain here. It's telling you that you can work through any obstacles. You know, if you can't climb the mountain, you can go around it. It might take a little longer, but you can work through any obstacles life puts in front of you. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so it does look that it's giving me an 8 here, but a 6 here. So even though this looks like it would be more July, I think we might be looking at June, because that 6 reads true. And with a 6 you sort of think of railroad tracks. It's path clearing. So Mary Ann, you're on the right path. Don't get discouraged. Whatever obstacles come in your way, come your way, don't think of them as a reason to quit or stop or even slow down. Think of them as a challenge to overcome. Okay, good on you. It looks like you're going to have a very active early 2022, and it should be pretty good by the time you reach summer.
Excellent. That's awesome news to hear. Okay, so who's next? Queen of Swords is here.
Well, hello, Queen of Swords. It's so nice to see you.
Jay has become more and more distant.
Has he?
Are we over, or will I see him or hear from him?
Well, I don't know. I get it. I'm not a big one on waiting around for guys that want to play games. So let's see. Queen of Swords. Being the Queen of Swords, you're probably not that type either. Queen of Swords and Jay. What should or should not be done here? Give Wiener mine. Okay. When I look at what's directly ahead of you, with this Jay fella, I think I've said before that he's a little torn. I really feel, and I don't like to say this, but I really feel like he might have. It feels like he might have two people, you being, but his attention is being divided between two people. And I don't think that this is, even if it's not another love interest, which I'm not saying that for sure, but he's got interests otherwise. So he's putting somebody in front of you. And that's just not good, because when I look at this and you got a spade dead center, and a spade will say, hey man, face whatever problems that is in front of you head on. And the cards seem to say that this is a time to call him out. And if it means that it gets rid of him forever, so be it. Then at least you can do, what you need to do to get through to get closure and move on to someone else. So when you say Jay's getting more and more distant, I'm not sure whether we're talking about another woman, or whether we're talking about maybe a family member or something like that. But it's his attention is he's making you share his attention in an unfair way, and saying, put an end to this, put your foot down. Because right here, it shows me that after you get closure, you've got King of Diamonds here. And I don't think he shows up as King of Diamonds. He shows up right at the beginning as a lion. And I just get a feeling that this is someone new. That it feels like you've been waiting for this guy for a long time. And even though you can wait for him as long as you want, but do you really want to wait for somebody forever?
Forever's a long time.
It is. Whatever, and this applies to anybody. Whatever you're expected to tolerate early on in a relationship, you're going to end up tolerating for the endurance of the relationship.
Yikes.
Well, you and I both know that's true. It's just common sense.
Sadly, I do know it's true.
I don't like the way you said that.
And any man married over 20 years will have said it the exact same way. Olive wants to know what the rest of December looks like.
The rest of December for Olive. Hey, Olive, you know what? I'm going to pull out the Pamela Coleman Smith deck. I also have the playing cards that are from Bruce Meyer, and I might be using those later. But right now, let's see what the rest of Olive's December looks like. Ooh, got one that kind of wants to fall out, so I'm just going to put that guy over there. All right. And it's only 2 weeks, so.
That's true. It's the 19th.
Ooh, that's 12 days. Okay.
Can you slide the cards up?
Of course I can. Okay, the rest of December. It's when you look at the build up to Christmas, you've got the world. So this week coming up is going to be absolutely awesome. But there's always the after Christmas blahs kind of. You guys know, I mean, it's going to hit you kind of hard this year. We're just going to feel like it, right up until Christmas Eve. Man, it's great. Man, it's great. Man, it's great. And then once it's just a pile of wrapping, you're like, well, is that all there is? And when I see the Page of Cups reversed, it makes me wonder if you might be indulged too much over the holidays, whether that's with food or drink. Because I really get this feeling that you're kind of dragging when it comes to the week after Christmas, and you've got the eight of coins there, so it says you might not be doing your best work ever, but I got a feeling the cards kind of saying that's okay. Nobody is. It's not expected. So looks pretty classic to me. Okay, so nice. I think the aftermath of Christmas is going to be more physical, whether that's a stomach upset or a headache, because overall, when the Queen of Pentacles, and that's a card that wanted to come flying out, the cards reminding you that overall you are in a good position, and 2022 looks to be a grounding year for you in a good way. It says 2022 is a year where you can be looking at, maybe getting yourself a little bit more stable and start planning for the future. So good on you. Hopefully you'll be over the Christmas hangover in time for the New Year's hangover.
All right. Next, we have Divine Oracle readings.
Well, hello, Divine Oracle readings.
Does the card say I should do more live readings or less on my new format?
Oh, you want to know what the cards have to say? Oh, I just, I'm going to do this, don't you, honey?
Oh, fuck.
That's one. I am so sorry, people. This is supposed to be a family show. And keep in mind, this is for entertainment purposes only. That was pretty entertaining, by the way. And the cards I pulled out are the ones that come from Bruce Meyer. And I always talk about him when I pull out these cards, and they have a bit of his personality. So I'm sorry if... Okay, so that pretty much well says it. You've got the Two of Diamonds. And what that says is you need to balance things out. So it's kind of like you're juggling too much. So however many you instead of doing more, you should actually be doing less. Make people want it. So what he's saying here is cut it in half. And I am going to pull some more cards just so we get that confirmation. So what's working against you? Oy, 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 oy. You've got the Seven of Spades, and of course the spades are not really good cards, but they also talk about the things we do to take away from ourselves. So he's saying that by going out there too much, you devalue yourself, which makes a lot of sense. Bruce was always one for the businessman, the business end of things. Right. Okay, so he says instead of doing that, this is kind of like that old saying, do what you love and you won't work a day in your life. And he's talking about doing things in a more fun way. So make it more fun, make it more interesting, make it more fun for yourself. You know, do it less, but do it in a way that you enjoy it. And then we just do that whole thing right back to 2. So, oh, wait a second. He thinks you should do it twice a week.
Well, there you are, Divine Oracle readings. Hope that helps you out. Our next question comes from High Priestess Tarot, who wants to know what to look forward to in 2022.
That's not 2020 all over again. Yeah,
Elections. You can look forward to elections regardless of where you are.
Oh. Okay, so cards are being a little sticky on me. So okay, High Priestess. And she wants to know about 2022, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, whoa. Okay, so if you're going to look for a theme of 2022, you've got 3 of Cups. And the 3 of Cups is about life's milestones. So look for the general theme of 2022 is to be completions and new beginnings. So this is a year where you're going to see maybe a couple of engagements within your family or within your social circle. It feels more like your social circle, but you are going to see at least one new baby coming into your family somewhere too. So weddings and babies for 2022. How about for you? I still keep hoping that she'll get the High Priestess. Just okay. So this is an interesting story. In 2022, it starts out with kind of a fizzling out of an existing relationship, and it doesn't feel like it's anything like he cheated on me or anything like that. It's just it's kind of like fizzling out. You know, you guys just get bored with each other and really want to be with somebody else. That kind of a fizzling out. So it feels like what do they call it? Irreconcilable differences.
What a dreadfully boring movie that was.
Ugh. It was. They should have just given the girl to the maid in the first place. Okay, sorry if I spoiled that for anybody. Reconcilable difference, but it's, I see an amicable parting of the ways around you, kind of like a winding up of a romantic relationship for good reason, because as soon as you kind of put a bow on whatever you've got going on here as you go into 2022, because whatever you've got going on relationship wise just feels real incomplete. You've got somebody coming along just out of the blue almost, and you see how that he's kissing her hand. That just rings so true. That you know, as soon as you let go of something existing, something very new and sexy comes your way. Hey, so
all right. Well, look at that. Look at
sounds
that, High Priestess Tarot. You're getting sexy back.
yeah.
Well, that was fun. You know what else is fun? Calling the spot here to Tracks to get a live reading from you in person.
Yes.
Please call the number on the screen, 519-272-1293. They will make an appointment for you, and you can come and see Sally in person That is in Stratford, Ontario. There's very limited bookings, so do call and make yours now. And if you can't get here in person, send Sally an email. It's on your screen.
Yes, because I do online readings.
And our next question comes from Patricia, who is
Hi,
worried,
Patricia.
who wants to know about her 2 part-time jobs.
Your 2 part-time jobs. Yeah, I'm a firm believer in multiple streams of income. I've always been that way. I'm never content if I'm only earning one paycheck. And what got me inspired was when I was younger, I heard someone say one time that he would rather earn 3 $33 checks than one $100 check. And it kind of made sense to me, because if you have more than one stream of income, you're not totally dependent on anybody, and so it gives you more freedom. So 2 part-time jobs is actually a good thing in my book, but maybe not in yours. We'll see what the cards have to say. So, Patricia and jobs. Okay, so they're saying that, yeah, you really didn't want to have 2 smaller jobs. You kind of wanted that big apple with the ladder to climb up. And I know you feel like right now, even though there's something beneficial about both of them, there's something that you like about both of them, neither one really fits your game plan as far as how fast you want to get ahead. But that's okay. That's okay. It's also saying that you're still putting down roots. And I really don't feel like you're in a bad spot, Patricia. I think that what the cards are saying is they're reminding you that you're still putting down roots. And you're still getting to know everybody. And you're still getting to know how things work there. But the most positive aspect is the Queen of Swords reversed. You go, well, how can that be positive? Well, the thing with Queen of Swords is she kind of knows everything ahead of time. She's like the high priestess like that. But when it's reversed, it's a reminder to you that you don't know everything just yet. And that's not a bad thing. This is a good time. Those 2 jobs right there are helping you to learn a lot about the landscape where you're at right now. You're learning valuable lessons there. So I think that let's see what the cards have to say about how long, because I think that's what you want to know. How long? Everybody wants to know. Okay, they say hang in there for 8 weeks, and you'll get an offer. One of your part-time jobs will parlay into a full-time one. So stay on the path you're on. You'll be okay.
Woohoo! Well, look at that, Patricia. All good news for Christmas. Our next question comes from Bianca.
Hi, Bianca.
Has G moved on? Is he with someone else?
Oh, my.
Maybe
Ooh.
a Pisces?
Did she really ask that?
Indeed, she did. So she obviously has a specific person in mind.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, Bianca. How about we just see?
Did some witch steal her boyfriend?
Time to make little rag doll and stick pins in it. This is for entertainment purposes only. Okay.
So, we had 2 cards fly out there.
Yeah, and they're both reversed. And I think that you might have good spidey sense there. Because the first 2 things they're saying with the 3 of coins reversed, the 3 of coins upright is about, kind of completing things and moving on to the next level. This is just the opposite of it. So it's kind of saying, things aren't working out. And you've got the 8 of Wands reversed. So that's a real slowdown there. So I don't know whether it's cheating yet, but I do know for sure what the cards are telling you is that right now it's not working out and it's not moving forward. So let's see what the cards have to say to you about relationships, just period. And it'll probably answer your question too. But I want you to have more than just a yes or no answer on that. I want you to have a direction. So Bianca, love. Let's do a northeast southwest on this. Just give it a quick north. Okay, Bianca, what the cards are saying. I really think that you're right, because west, in the area of things that are flowing, in the area of your heart, there's a lot of burdens there, and there's this feeling of just traveling a road that's surrounded by thieves. So in your question, you kind of asked, "Is he being stolen from me?" The answer is yes, but they're also saying, the other parts of your life are going okay. They're going pretty good. And this is a time for you to focus in on yourself and your own better future. And even though love isn't going so well, opportunity is coming up work-wise. And that's a good distraction. And you've got the star here reminding you that the universe does want you to have a good life. The star it's the star of hope. She's open. She's able to let her emotions flow freely. And I think that maybe in this situation and in this relationship in particular, you haven't been able to express yourself freely. But you can put yourself on a much, much, much better path. This is the time to say, if he wants to be stolen, I don't need to be with somebody that can be taken. And let that part go, because once you let that part go, focus in on work as your distraction, and it will put you on a much better path.
Well, there you go. It looks like that G stands for good riddance. Next, we have Aditi. I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering that name. Who is worried about her future husband, future marriage, because soon the families are meeting for the first time.
Oh, poor thing.
So is that going to go smoothly?
Oh.
And she said family, not parents. And given their names, I'm guessing that is extended family, like we've seen in the movies.
Little ooga booga thing. When you prepare the sauce for the main meal, put sweet basil in it, and not just put it in it, but put it in with intent. As you're stirring the pot, stir it gently clockwise, and then take that sweet basil and just sprinkle it in a clockwise circle, and give it a few more turns clockwise. And while you're doing that, think about peace and happiness, and try and visualize everybody with a smile and happy and peaceful and loving. Okay? And that's just a kitchen witch ritual to kind of put calm into a big family situation. But we'll see what the cards have to say.
And remember, results will vary. Vary.
Yes.
I have trouble with my W's.
But sweet basil's, I love sweet basil. Just not just the flavor and the smell of it, but the impact of it too, because it's just so gentle, but it does have a way of just calming everything down. Okay. And what was her name again?
Aditi.
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 I'm telling you, I'm not getting that right.
And I am sorry because I'm butchering it double. We're sorry. We're just not very good at pronouncing. Okay. So, another northeast, southwest. Okay. So, right off the hop, it is showing that you are tense about this. And, I think there's a few people that you're worried about. But what the cards are saying, there's one that you know is going to be a problem. And there she is right there. Boy, good luck with that. Because it feels like you've got one side of the family knows to ignore her. The other side of the family might be listening to her a bit before they realize it. Oh, yeah. Few family secrets are going to come out. Ah, despite all the worry and everything, and no big family gathering or no coming together families is ever smooth. The fact that out of all the family, you've only got one that's kind of abrasive and annoying, and you only have one skeleton fall out of the closet because in a big family gathering, you can bank on somebody saying something they shouldn't and laying the cat out of the bag. So there are secrets coming out, and all that's going to happen. But the end result, you've got the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands isn't just about a happy marriage, cards. It's about a happy coming together of community and family. Not just the bride and groom, but the extended family as well. So this card bodes well. So no, it's not going to go smoothly. Yeah, there's going to be a time or two you're going to do a palm plant, but a face palm. Is that what it's called? Where you go like this?
Yeah.
But in the end, it's all going to be good. They're all going to come over just all right.
Okay.
It's not going to be perfect, but it'll be excellent.
It's a party that everybody's enjoying. Look at that.
There you go.
All right. Well, that was even more fun. Next, we have Anastasia, Enchanted.
Ooh.
Will my dog Loretta be okay?
Oh, the puppy. Oh. I'm going to pull out the runes for that. I'll hold them away from my microphone so they don't make a lot of noise. Oh.
That ship just sailed.
Okay. And for Loretta. Okay, so right now, it starts out with Tear, which is, it's about truth, it's about justice, it's about things balancing out. And then you have the Sun, and I just see that that's probably Loretta, because even through your questioning, I know that she's the light of your life, basically, is what it's saying. The Sun's very bright rune, and you've got the Iwas, which is, it's a spear, it's a sort of the hunter, but it feels like it actually says a stick, which I don't understand the association there, but I have a feeling that when you say will she be all right, I don't know what the honesty thing is. Are you not telling the vet everything? Are you feeding her things that you haven't told the vet about? It just feels like that. There's this little something that's not being told, that's not being put out there, that needs to. But let's see what these runes say. Oh, things can change. Things can change overnight. So her situation changes quickly. Just let's see how it does change. Be good, be good. Oh, home. So she's at home. Thank you, wheat. So she gets her appetite back. So I guess she's lost her appetite a bit. Yeah, she'll be all right. But does she have dysplasia or something? Just because it feels like she might have, I don't know, a limp. There's just something that, she's all right, but she just doesn't move as fast. that make sense? But overall, the question is yes, she'll be all right.
And remember, folks, all readings are for entertainment purposes only. So don't sue us.
I wouldn't help you if you did anyway.
No, not really.
I got a button collection. That's about it. We'd have to pay in buttons.
There's like 4 million of those, though.
Yeah, I got a lot of buttons.
Cindy wants to know about her new home. Is it going to be
Ooh.
ready by November 2022?
If that's what the contractors tell you, we'll see. We'll see.
She's building it in Florida, hopefully on stilts.
Okay. So, your new home. I think I'm going to go right back to these guys. I just like working with Bruce's cards. Oh, look, she got a Joker. Joker of Diamonds. Okay, so you're going to have to keep on them. And you need to have, make sure that, read your contract. Make sure they do everything per the contracts. I know when they build a house, there's these certain markers along the way where they'll get partial payment. Make sure that they've fulfilled everything at every marker along the way. I think you're going to need to be not only the squeaky wheel, but the one who pays the most attention to what the contract says and get everything, absolutely everything in writing. But you already knew that. I hear Ice-T is out there doing building, isn't he?
What are we doing with Sweet Tea?
No, not Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice.
Uh-huh.
He does his contracting work in Florida.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Okay. So the first 3 cards I get all diamonds. It's reds are a good color, but I keep getting reminded that about fire. So make sure you have adequate fire insurance on the property even before it's built. That's important. It also shows that, and this is a good reason for you to know about scheduling and that, and make sure, like, you kind of got to, every check that comes out, kind of got to hold over the head and make sure they do everything, because they've got pressure coming on all sides, and you are going to need to be the squeaky wheel with this guy, because contractor is, as contractors are, very, very money driven. But having said that, if you manage it right, yeah. You want to know about September 2022?
November 2022.
Yeah. You can get it done by that time.
All right. Can we flip one more card to see how high the water level is that day? Only 3 feet high.
But we're in Canada. That could be 3 meters.
That's yeah, that's true. that is very true. That's like 10 feet.
How tall are your stilts?
Yeah, definitely get flood insurance too.
Hey, you know what I was thinking about?
I'm pretty sure half that state's going to be underwater in 20 years.
Oh, that's what they say. You know what I was thinking about is New Year's.
What about, oh yeah?
Yes, the meeting of the 2 queens.
Oh, that's right.
4 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
on New Year's Day. I am going to be doing a collaboration with that wonderful queen, Miss Desiree Lee. So it'll be Miss Desiree Lee and your Queen of Ooga Booga, Sally Diane, on New Year's Eve to take all your questions about 2022.
And I'll be here too at 4 o'clock. I'll start drinking at noon, though. So it should be a really fun show. Who's next? Oh, Grace.
Hi, Grace.
A general reading for Grace.
Okay, Grace. Ooh. So the first thing, and I'm continuing on with Bruce's playing cards. This is the 2022 coming up is a good year for you to start kind of looking at yourself and taking inventory as far as your job is concerned, because the card's telling me career wise it's time for you to start looking at your way forward, which is a good thing. So you must be doing something right if the cards are telling you look for that next step up the ladder. What else can they tell us? I'm just going to pull out 3 more, because this was a general reading, right?
Yeah.
Okay, overall, you've got a lot of air coming up in 2022, which tells me that things are moving for you in 2022, I'm sorry. This might actually be a good time for you not to only look for a way ahead in business, but you might also want to look for ways to invest. Even if you have to start out as small as $1, look for ways to invest it. And also in 2022, you've got the Joker of Hearts, which tells me that you've got some unique opportunities coming in the area of love. So walk tall and smile a lot in 2022. Love wants to find you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
But only she goes outside, right?
Well, of course.
Well,
Yeah,
I say that with
true.
purpose. There's lots of people out there waiting for love on their couch.
On the couch.
Didn't even turn on the porch light.
Yeah. And nothing's going to happen to you if you just sit on the couch.
Like, just put on the side of the lawn. Horny lives here.
That will get results. Can't guarantee what kind of results, but it'll get results.
Suzanne wants to know about the rest of December. Work, social life. I'm not sure how she can have a social life, but somehow Suzanne manages that.
Okay.
She takes care of everybody and gets to have some fun.
Okay, so Suzanne, all right side up ones too. Okay, so as we're saying goodbye to the year of the ox, you have Uruz, which is the ox is turned over. You have something really interesting here, and I don't understand this because, yeah, that's, when I see Pertho and Bracana together, a lot of times that's pregnancy. And I didn't think that was in the cards for you. But you do have productivity and blessings arising from a symbiotic relationship, probably a love relationship. So if we're not looking at an actual baby here, then we're looking at a puppy or a kitten, because we are looking at new life coming into your relationship. Yeah. Okay, so the year of the tiger is going to be an interesting and productive one for you, Suzanne.
Okay, next we have Ava.
Oh, hello, Ava.
Who would like an overview of 2022. I say that's a simple key 3-card spread there.
Okay. He has spoken. I'm going to get Pamela Coleman Smith's deck out.
Suzanne, I still love the green fabric too. I should get more of it. It was like $3 a meter.
Three cards for Suzanne. 2022. And it starts out with temptation. So this is one of the bonus cards. And with temptation, what it says is, don't be tempted to just rest on your laurels or to stay in a comfortable place. It's kind of like one of those things, wake up and look around you sort of cards. So, don't be tempted to stay complacent. Nice. You've got the 5 of coins reversed. And the 5 of coins right side up talks about being on the outside looking in. But when it's reversed, it's on the inside looking out. So what this says is things are going to get better for you. And as they get better for you, don't forget to give back, because there's still people on the outside looking in. And last but not least, you've got the King of Wands reversed. And when I look at that, I see that as being a man in your life. And he seems to be going through a rough period. And I really feel like it, because as I put my hand on, it just feels like he just feels like something's draining his energy. So that's ahead too. So somebody that you've counted on, you might not be able to count on because his energy is down. Okay. So you're doing all right, and just be understanding of those around you. Okay.
All right. Speaking of around you, why don't you guys give the spawner the tracks a call? I think I clicked that right button. 519-272-1293. While you're in town getting a reading from Sally, stop on down at the Lights on Stratford Festival. The Sky Castle is delayed because of the floods in BC, but that's going to be the big interactive light installation downtown. From the story, that the information that I have is it's light and sound, and the more people surround the Sky Castle, the more complex the music will become. Sounds pretty cool. And on the big island there, Tom Patterson Island, we have giant solar system lit up there. It's just amazing.
Oh yeah, I remember the year they had the moon there.
Yep, I do.
Oh, was that
yeah,
amazing?
they kept that up forever.
Oh yeah.
Anyhow, who was next? Islandelle. Baby girl Aries would like to know about next week. Nope, never mind. We'll get to you, baby girl. We will. Meme to you wants to know about her poinsettias. Her poinsettias?
Oh.
Did they die of natural causes or foul play?
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Some schmuck come along and messed with the flowers.
The soil was too rich for them. You got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. And Pentacles is about money, big money, rich, only reversed. So it was too rich. Did you try and feed them?
I don't know.
Yeah, but the soil was wrong for them.
So
yeah, they sort of died of natural causes, but the next time be more aware of what kind of soil poinsettias need.
All right, baby girl Aries is next. She would like to know about the next week.
All right.
Well,
baby girl Aries.
Friday it's supposed to be snowing.
Okay, so yeah, for the next 9 days, and the next 9 days, it looks like you're kind of So for the next 9 days, you're holding your own. Although it doesn't feel like you're going to be too productive at work, but nobody's productive at work this time of year. Okay, so baby girl Aries and the rest of the year. Oh, come on. Okay, the cards are just falling out. So you've got the Magician. The Magician says, even though you can turn certain situations around and even though you can press certain buttons, think careful before you stir the pot too heavy, okay? Let's see what else it has to say. Okay, just do the classic cut of the cards. Okay, so it looks like this is going to be a more satisfying year for you. And you might not get offers this year, but you're going to hear, it's kind of like, hang on, there's good things coming through in the spring. So you kind of hear about, opportunities coming up in, say, April or May. Because it feels like you're given the heads up and given time to prepare for something coming up. So, party on, have a good time. Don't be too mean to people.
Yeah, don't be a Karen. That's my advice to myself.
Yeah, but you can be a mod. And,
what?
A mod.
Oh, gee, nobody knows that.
Yeah, I know.
Anyhow, Chris wants to know about a phone call coming on Monday afternoon regarding his weight. He just wants to know about the phone call.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what about the phone call? Yeah, it's not going to be what you wanted, but I don't think you're surprised there. Yeah, 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 they're not. They are going to give you advice that you don't want, and they're also going to kind of put some scary stuff on it, you know. So I don't think it's just your weight. I think it might be your sugar too, because it feels like you're getting that warning. You better control it, or you're going to lose your foot or something like that. But it does seem like they're going to put restrictions on you all the way around, because it feels like you're going to be giving a list of 3 things that you must do.
Welcome to age.
I know. If it's not one thing, it's another. Gravity is no
All
longer
right.
your friend.
I'm just seeing who's the next question.
And you don't recognize whoever that is in the mirror.
All right. Well, we just somebody named Thelma joining us. She hasn't asked a question yet, so let's just throw some cards out there.
Okay. Hi, Thelma. It's nice to see you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome, everybody. And we haven't said it yet, but I hope that you'll all give us a Christmas present by sharing this video with your friends.
If I missed anybody, let me know.
Okay, and for Thelma. Okay, you got the 4 of Wands reversed, and that's kind of what's working against you. And I think that with 4 of Wands reversed, I feel like within your circle of friends or your family, there's kind of infighting there. And it doesn't really involve you, but it hurts you, it upsets you, and you want to be able to do something about it. Let's make sure we're not stepping on a hornet's nest there. Oh, Thelma, it also says this is a good time for you to look at other opportunities. It's saying look a little outside of your safety zone. You know, this is a good time to think what else is out there. Make sure you want to stay in your safe little cubicle. Oh, yeah, this is a good time for you to look at what's going out there. As you go into 2022, I'll tell you, Tiger Energies must agree with you, because you got the Wheel of Fortune. That tells me once things start turning in your direction, they turn in your direction pretty fast. So as far as whatever the problem is within your family or circle of friends, even if it's close to you, it's not your monkeys, it's not your circus. Okay, and thank you for tuning in, Thelma.
And next we have Sonia.
Hi, Sonia. It's so nice to see you. You're looking lovely.
Sonia wants to know about the ringing in her ears.
Oh, my. Darn, Mr. Stupidous. Oh, that's interesting. When I look at the Page of Pentacles, it's funny because she really did ask about ringing in her ears, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something from work. And the weirdest thing, I don't think it's the fluorescent lights, but they keep showing me fluorescent lights. You know, fluorescent lights will sometimes hum.
Yeah.
And maybe, you know, I think maybe that's it, but there's something around work that's just making your ears ring. Going to throw some cards on it. That's just one that popped out. Okay, so yeah, it says something at work, but then there's also this idea of a little bit of something with a fluid in your ear. But it's pouring out, so it makes me wonder, is it possible that you don't have enough fluid in your ears? which is weird. That just doesn't sound right. But the idea that it's the lights doing it doesn't make sense to me either, but this is what they're showing me. So that's really weird. But when I look ahead, you've got the Queen of Swords, and that's you. So it says that this is something that you can figure out, and you probably already have your suspicions as to what's causing it. But if you need to go to see the doctor, which you probably do, to get an allergy shot or something like that, whatever you have going on here is fixable.
And don't forget, all sorts of medication have a side effect of ringing in the ears. Hi, Wink360. We got a few minutes left. We'll throw some cards down for you.
Oh, hi, Wink. Hello. Nice to see everybody here tonight. Look forward to seeing you next week, too. And don't forget about the collaboration of the Queens on New Year's Eve at 4 p.m. Also, if you're thinking about some big gift to get somebody, get them a winter retreat. They can go for a weekend and learn how to read the palms or learn how to read the tarot. Plus that, you get to spend a weekend with your queen of Ooga Booga. Okay, so.
That usually comes with a reading.
Oh, yeah. There'll be pajama parties. There'll be fun and games. And at the end of it, you'll walk away with knowing how to read the cards and read your palms. Okay, so let's see, Wink. And I'm using the Pamela Coleman Smith Centennial deck. And the Pamela Coleman Smith Centennial deck, the first one they pull out is a Chariot. So it tells me that you finally managed to get a handle on certain things, and your life actually feels like you're steering it in the right direction. Yes, you are, but don't let somebody else put the brakes on. This is a good time for you to go forward. And it feels like you're being told, wait a second, just, give us time. These things take time. This is a good time for you to be impatient. Yeah. Yeah. And don't worry about, when I look at it in the short term, like in the short-term future, there's wins and losses. There's always wins and losses. And you can't lose everything worrying about what you're going to lose. So just always take stock of what you actually have. Focus on what you actually have. Anything you lost, just figure, I would have lost it anyway, and go back to focusing on what you have. It'll keep your attitude positive, and it will keep you moving forward.
Moving forward.
Which is exactly what the universe wants you to do.
What I want you to do is call the number on your screen, 519-272-1293, and make an appointment with Sally to get a reading in person live here in Stratford, Ontario. And if you can't be here in person, send her an email at queenofoogaboga@gmail.com. Oh, there's also a website, sallydiane.com. Our next segment is Oracle cards. No, it's Crystal Therapy cards. Somebody else does Oracle cards.
Yes, and
it's pick a card out of 3.
Okay, for the week ahead, and this is Christmas week, as you can tell by my Santa hat. Okay, so here's card number 1. Card number 2, and card number 3. So tell me, which one are you? Which one resonates with you? Card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? Did you pick card number 1? If you did, your crystal for this week is rhodochrosite. Oh my goodness, I love rhodochrosite. And it says integrate. Yes, it does. It says integrate. But, I have always found that rhodochrosite is really good for relationships. I know they say rose quartz. I like rhodochrosite better because it's just kind of got more of a grounding to it. And it's a very gentle stone. Okay, so I think that this is a week to focus in on love. Did you pick card number 2? Well, if you pick card number 2, your crystal for this week is Shiva Langham. And it says balance. These are like river stones, and they're river stones from Africa, and they're beautiful. They're multicolored, and they're all football shaped. And I've always found that they really have a sexual side to them. So it's not just balance. I really feel like if you pick this week, you might find balance in your relationships and maybe a meeting of the mind in the relationship. But if you like sex, this might be a good week for sex. You pick nut card number 3? Well, ho, 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 if you pick card number 3, this week it is Herkimer Diamond. And it says energy flow. And I love Herkimer Diamonds. This is a week to do things big. The Herkimer Diamonds are like these little things like this. And they come from they come from Herkimer, Pennsylvania. They're just these really unbelievably clear quartz. They have all this energy. Like they're this big, and the energy around them is like this big. So this is a high energy week for you. This is a week for you to make things happen. Okay. And this is a week where you're going to be more energetic to make things happen. So thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Remember to visit our new website, SallyDiane.com, and visit a few times because we're still working on it. So every time you visit, you might find something new, including a certain spinning wheel of fortune that my producer's working on, and we'll announce that later on. And if you're looking for a reading from me, I have February and January dates right now at the spa. So give the spa a call at 519-273-1293.
You better dial 272.
Oh, 519-272-1293. And I hope to see y'all at the winter retreats. One in February for the palm and one in March for the tarot. Look on my website at SallyDiane.com for the details.
Okay, well, that brings us to the exciting conclusion.
Yes, remember to share and have a very Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. Hope you got lots of neat stuff. And if not, well, buy it yourself.